What's going on? It's Alex, aka Meta. I think I might just go by Meta from here on out. It's been the nickname for years at this point, so you might as well just take it or leave it. But today is Sunday. It's the second day since I purchased the elite course for the NASM CPT certification. I've actually gotten underway learning as of yesterday when I uploaded the video that I did. Hopefully, you check that out. If you didn't, then the link will be in the description. You know how to find that on my channel. So in my dive yesterday and today into the first chapters, it kind of reminded me of my nutrition class that I took in college. But I remember our professor was like a very well-liked professor, and a lot of the things that we learned in that class, I'm starting to see kind of like that same information reiterated. I've been trying to take like light notes, but I don't know, it's just like when I see something important, I feel like the need to write it out, or else like I'm not gonna like remember it in my head. There's 30 chapters, so I have 6 months to do 30 chapters. I'm thinking I do three of them a week, and then going at that pace, I should have plenty of extra time to have already gone over all of the material, and at the same time have enough written down and kind of like just in the back of my head to be able to go deep dive into a lot of the concepts that maybe I feel like are going to be on the test, or maybe I'll do some more research and see what other people that have taken the exam have said about just like certain topics that you should have a better understanding of than other things. I finished everything, all 7 lessons in the first chapter, so right now it's either go to sleep and take the chapter 1 quiz tomorrow morning, or take it right now, or I can do both, which I think that I'm gonna end up doing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and YOLO take it right now. I'm not even gonna look over any of the notes and stuff that I took. I'm just gonna see kind of how the information stuck over one time reading it, and then tomorrow morning, probably with like my breakfast or something, I'll just go over what I wrote and everything, and then go ahead and take it again, and hopefully obviously get a much better score because it'll be nice and fresh in my brain. Of course, that was without looking, and the information of this chapter I've learned over the course of the last 2 days. Alright, so I decided to take a second attempt because I got itchy, and I just was like, I'm not gonna start learning the second chapter today, so I'm just gonna take it again. But I got 100, that's lit. I think only one of the questions was the same, so it cycles different questions, which is cool. But yeah, so overall that would put me at like, what if they only put 19 different questions and I got 2 wrong. So I did 17 out of 19, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, it's snowing outside, and I've been dealing with a little bit of a back injury over the last couple of days, but today I'm feeling good enough to kind of start getting my exercise back. So I'm thinking that I might actually hit the gym that our complex here has. We have like 3 gyms here, so I figured that maybe they're either not busy as usual, or maybe I can just get in there with nobody in there, which is what I'm hoping for. So I could take the GoPro in there, maybe get some workout in, and you guys can check that out. The gym isn't anything too fancy here. It's just some basic equipment, and honestly I think the equipment's pretty old and kind of trash, to be honest. So I'm just gonna have to make do with it. I don't even want to do too much, honestly, because like I said, I've been hurt, and it was like the middle of my back, and there was a muscle that got strained, and I just really kind of like was disabled for the last couple of days. But progressively I've been getting better and better. Been stretching it, been doing light exercise just like here, whether it be just like push-ups. That's how I know I'm feeling good enough to maybe just get back in, do some light workout, get something going, some blood pumping, stuff like that. Because honestly, I hate being like inactive, to be honest, and like just like sitting around for the last couple of days has my brain like in such a fog that I just like kind of don't want to do anything, and it's not really the mentality that I want to be in, especially doing this CPT course. I just want to be in like a elevated, just like attentive mood all the time, so I could gather the information and kind of have it associated with that positive feeling that I'm usually constantly feeling as a result of me going to the gym. All right, so I think it's time for me to just go down some of this pre-workout, and then I'm gonna go head out to the gym, and then hopefully get some good recording out of it. Let's go. I'm gonna just shamelessly free plug this because I don't really care too much, and I just want to like recommend it for anybody that might have been going through, I guess, what I went through. But this is the pre-workout that I take. It's called Gorilla Mode. It's from the company called Gorilla Mind. I discovered it from this dude called moreplatesmoredates.com on YouTube. The guy's name is Derek, but yeah, he put me on. He kind of like just broke down like every single ingredient in the whole entire thing. It's like a 1-hour video where he just talks about like why he put the ingredients in there, what they do to you, what purpose they serve, and things like that. So once I kind of like got that explained to me, I was like, yo, there's no reason why I shouldn't try this, especially if like I don't know how it's gonna affect me. But here it is. Here's our mixture that we have here. It looks like fucking lemonade right now, which is Firefly lemonade flavor that I'm drinking, and it tastes like peach rings, to be honest. Well, I'm glad that this place does a good job of cleaning off these roads and stuff, because I'm wearing the Vans. They're still kind of like squeaky white, so I don't want to get a whole bunch of snow and slush on them and everything. But it's actually not that cold outside for how much it snowed. I guess it doesn't have to be that cold for it to snow, but hopefully all of it just melts. Alright, so after getting into the gym, there were a couple people in there, so I didn't really feel too comfortable talking to my GoPro and kind of like talking about what I was doing. But like I said, I just wanted to do kind of a light day. I ended up going a little bit harder than I guess I should have, but it didn't really affect me health-wise, so it felt good. Here I just started to do an incline Smith press machine. I started with 35 plates on just to see how I would feel pressing anything, having not done anything for the last 3 days. So putting on some 45s, I was kind of nervous going for it, but once I kind of unracked it, I was like, yeah, this is fine. I can just rep this out. So I think I did 5 sets of incline Smith press while I was there. And I relatively stayed around 135 doing it. I'm not sure how much the bar weighed here at this Smith machine. It's my first time going inside of my apartment's gym, so it looks pretty cool in here. I think I might consider doing some workouts in here more than I had originally considered. I was confused on how to set up the bench at this Smith press, because as you can see, I had to walk over the edge. I don't know what that is. I guess it's some level of support or something like that it needs, but it was kind of in my way. It was slightly angled towards the direction that I'm facing, so I just kind of wanted it to feel a little bit better if it was going to be on an angle. I think I went up 20 pounds here and struggled a little bit more on this set to get to 10. So once I started feeling like my RPE was getting towards like the 8 or 9 area, I wanted to cool it because I didn't want to go that hard during my sets today. Next, I usually do some kind of tricep movement when I'm in my normal gym, so I had to kind of figure it out here because I didn't really have access to any cable machines or anything like that. So I decided to go for an overhead tricep movement using one of the plates. I was using a 35-pound plate to do this. My hands are getting sweaty and it is like one of those metal plates, so my grip wasn't the best, but I feel like that kind of helped with the contractions of my triceps a little bit more. But yeah, this one started to get me a little bit heated up, so the pump cover had to come off and we started getting into it. Getting into the middle of my workout here, I decided to hit myself with a nice superset. I only wanted to do a total of 4 sets, so I was going to do 2 sets of lateral raises and then 2 sets of push-ups. The lateral raises I wasn't too sure about because I just know my core stabilizes it and I didn't want it to affect my back too much, but after doing 1 set I just kind of was like, nah, this feels good, so I'm just gonna bang it out. I like to superset lateral raises and push-ups because I feel like you get a sick pump out of it. The burn is insane, and when I put it dead smack in the middle of my workout on my push days, everything after that is pretty much just muscle exhaustion for me. I use a lot of machines to do that, so I can take some sets to failure, as you're probably going to see coming up. So here, coming into my last set of movements for the day, I was going to do this chest press machine that we have. It took me a real good minute to kind of get a feel for it, get a good spot. The backrest is at an angle, so for some reason, like, I would say that my right shoulder is a little bit farther back than my left one is, so it was hard feeling like a complete comfortable position. But once I was able to do a few sets with lighter weight, I kind of went into a heavier weight to kind of see if I can get some good just focused muscle contraction, and I ended up hitting my chest pretty good. I feel like it gave me a decent pump. I was happy to close out my workout with this and then go ahead and do some abs. Alright, just finished the workout. This is cool. They have like a meditation room over here. So it's like a cool room. They got a bunch of yoga mats. They got this freaking this glass mirror that you can use to do like different yoga sessions and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool here. So I think I'm gonna utilize this space a little bit more, you know, because it's like here and I have the ability to use it. Also, the aesthetics of the gym, they didn't look too bad. So, you know, that was good too. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some core work, maybe a little bit of stretches, stuff like that. And then I'll finish up the workout and head back to the apartment, get ready to work on chapter 2. So you just saw me do this. They got a massage chair here, so that's pretty cool too. I think I'm about to take one of these massages, but I'm not gonna sit in there with no shirt on because I don't know how many people end up in that shit. So yeah, but I think that's just gonna conclude the little workout that we did. So I'm gonna see you back at the crib for some more study time and then the finish of chapter 2. All right, so I just got home. I definitely gotta take a shower and then eat something so I can feel my body back up. And then I'm probably gonna knock out very fast because that's what happens. My brain hits the pillow and then it's just like, so.